Okay, welcome back, folks. I have got another video for you here today, and as you saw from the thumbnail, it's kind of a hodgepodge of a few different things, but the main thing is I'll be opening my second box here of OP14. And you can see today I've got the wrapper on it. This particular place came from a different store, and they did not take the wrapping off. Which I didn't cover this because the first box, the opening got corrupted. But I think that's a good idea. It's kind of a little bit of an anti-scalper technique that some stores are doing. The Bandai stores, official Bandai, are all doing it, I believe. They're supposed to anyway. And some local shops are adopting it too. And which I think is great. They're trying to make sure that the product gets into the hands of the fans and not just the scalpers. And it might help a little bit. Let's face it, the scalpers are still going to get their way, but it might help a little bit. And so actually, we're going to go kind of in order here. I'm going to do the box first, and then we'll get to the extra goodies. In fact, actually, I take it back. I'll start with these two little guys. I got two because last time I did a video, I forgot the dash topper wasn't with me, or they call them a dash pack, but a box topper here. And if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing too amazing available in these, but it is nice. It also lets you know if you order early or get in there early, your store should have these for you. And if it's like day one and they're not giving them out, that probably means they're trying to keep them for themselves, you know, which is kind of sad, but hopefully the lighting's not too bad there. I haven't done videos in quite a while, so my setup's not well oiled like it usually is. Although I'm always changing it anyway. Nice little full art there, though. Not bad, not bad. Okay. And a Captain Kate as well. I think the first one, I got three boxes, I think, or three dash toppers, or yeah, the box toppers. And then that first video, the one that got corrupted, I think I got the Tashigi. So not bad all around. Alright, let's get into this one first, and we're gonna hope for some hits here. So I'm gonna put out some stands. I guess that's kind of in frame. Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing there. But I like to go in order. No specific reason. I am actually not very superstitious. Although, you know, left side, right side, where the box comes from the case, I don't think that really matters. But I do never, and I think I mean never, I've never gotten a hit from the top packs. Or maybe the last pack as well. So it's kind of strange that all the boxes I've opened and I've never gotten anything from the very top or the very bottom. And as I'm saying it, I was kind of hoping I'd be proven wrong there, but nope. I saw a video, it's on YouTube, of the actual Bandai plant, and they even did, you know, featured One Piece. But sadly, they didn't really go in on how they collate the cards. So they talked about some printing and some other stuff. It was, you know, mildly interesting, but yeah, unfortunately, they didn't go into any of the stuff most of us probably really want to know about. I want to see how much of the boxing process is automated versus, you know, how is it if it's hands-on, if, you know, once they're printed and cut and packaged, do they really, I mean, they obviously track, like, how much of any type of card goes into you know, a case, so you have to know what's in the box. I mean, at some point, I wonder if it's all automated, or if, you know, someone kind of sees a pallet and there's a pallet of, you know, cards that might or have SPs. There's a pallet of cards that are the mangas, and it's up to a person to like split it apart. I have no clue. If any of you have ever seen that, feel free to comment. Although I don't think, well, aside from the giveaway videos, I don't think I've ever gotten a comment. I think I do remember one person complaining about, geez, I forget what it was. Something silly. And to be honest, there's so many people doing these unboxing videos. Honestly, if you don't like something, just don't watch. Go watch somebody else's video. I think I got this one already, yeah. So unless it's a card I decide to play, I'll definitely be selling one of those sooner than later. I can't remember if I said this in the first video or the second video. The first one no one got to see because it was corrupted. The file got corrupted. The second one, I think I might have told people, I don't know. So maybe you heard this, maybe you didn't. I'm not sure, but the reason right now, the reason I'm slicing these, cutting them with the scissors and putting them back in the packet, because right now in January, it is cold and damp where I'm at. And my cards get tacoed, so this is just one way of trying to keep some of the moisture out of the cards so they don't get bent, especially, obviously, the foils. I even have a dehumidifier in a couple of the rooms here that run literally constantly, and they still get tacoed, so actually, this is a shame, but I'll show you right here. Look at all these just sitting here on this desk. They just get warped. Luckily, those are just, you know, commons, uncommons, rares, whatever. Nothing, well, strangely enough, I mean, it's not strange if you know the physics of it, but the regular cards that are just wood, cardboard or whatever, they're not foiled, they don't bend. And if you think about it and you kind of know what's going on, then you realize why. I guess I feel silly saying it, but for those of you who maybe are new to collecting or don't understand why it happens, it's because this backside is actually more moisture absorbent than the foil is. Obviously, the foil's not going to take up water like the cardboard side is. So as the card takes on water, this is going to expand. The foil side is not going to expand. That's why it always tacos up towards the foil side. Those edges come up. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. But yeah, unfortunately, here at my office, it gets cold and damp in these months. Last winter, I had all these, I think I might have done a video on it, but anyway, I had all these microwavable desiccants. They're huge desiccants. Probably the ones I ended up getting were about this big, and they're just literally kind of like the little packets you get inside electronics or whatever. But you microwave them, and all the steam and water comes out of them, so they're absorbent again. Then you put them out, and they grab all the water. And those worked pretty well, but it's just a pain in the butt. And sadly enough, my microwave broke on me here, So that's why I went out and got the dehumidifiers, and they weren't too bad. They're only like 29-30 bucks a piece, and they seem to be helping. But yeah, these cards are still in danger. If I left these out, not in the packs, not in, you know, any kind of protection, they'd be tacoed in days. Probably a day. It'd almost be kind of fun to do a time lapse of a card getting hydrated and folding up. So we got 2 hits on the first side, not bad. Still have not gotten anything too great from OP14. A couple of my local shops here still have not got their shipment, actually. So there's potential for me to get another box or 2 at retail. Once it goes, you know, more than 10-20 bucks over retail, I'm tapped out. That's why I didn't open any of OP13. Only 3 boxes. That's why I didn't open more than 2 boxes of PRB02. That's why I only opened 2 boxes of EB03. No, EB02. I mean, the prices have just gone insane. It's basically a broken game at this point. Right now, yeah, One Piece is broken until Bandai decides to figure out exactly how to fix it. Hopefully not just flood the market with cards, but at least, you know, add like 10, 15, 20% to their production. And those are the ones I mentioned are the ones that they don't reprint technically, or at least to this point. So yeah, kind of just screwed. I am surprised that the price is going up fast on this set already too, though. I don't think it's a particularly great set. Maybe it's because it's a combo set with EB04 and OP14. I don't know, but yeah, I think these boxes are up to about 180 or something like that already, and it just came out. It's silly. Oh man, the whole left side is gonna jack us, I think. So the reason I have these 2 random packs, if you saw in the thumbnail, is because I mentioned, again, I keep forgetting on whether it was the corrupted video that I had, so maybe you didn't hear this, maybe you did, but because One Piece is basically just broken, and I'm not able to open, or yeah, I'm not able to get my hands on much of the product, I actually shifted to Union Arena a little bit recently, and I bought a box or 2 of Kenshin. I bought Demon Slayer, bought some Nikkei, bought some One Punch Man, and the cards look fantastic. I'd say the quality is right there with One Piece, but so far the foiling and the art not quite there yet. Very close though. Obviously it's still Bandai, you know, which I feel silly, you know, taking my money away from Bandai and then giving it right back to Bandai for a different product. Wow, that's a gnarly looking card. A lot going on there. So yeah, but yeah, I've been actually still giving my money to Bandai, even though they're the ones I'm pissed at for basically catering to the scalpers with One Piece. I saw something there, maybe not. No, that was just a event sticking up. Okay, one more pack, and like I said, I've never gotten anything on the last pack. Never been last pack magic out of a full box for me. But we shall pray. So anyway, I bought those Union Arena just to show you in case you've never bought any. Roughly, the boxes are smaller. So you only get, I think, 16 packs. I think there's still the same amount of cards per pack. But you can actually get a hold of the product, which is, you know, if you're a One Piece person and you don't have like some kind of hookup or live in an area where this happens to not be so popular, then you know what I'm talking about. That was my first 2-hit box from the new set, though. That's kind of a bummer. But I need to clean up around here. Alright. So, yeah, I wanted to show you the quality of these guys in case you've never seen it or gotten into it. So I just picked up these 2 random packs recently, just for this video. They kind of follow the same pattern. Most of the common stuff is up front. I think the normal cards are kind of ugly. They're not anything special. Kind of that generic colored border. But then at the end you get, that's a rare, and it's got a little foiling to it all the way to the edge. And then the potential for a decent hit is there at the end. That's an SR. So not too bad. And as you probably already know, Union Arena spans across like dozens of IPs, so all those ones I mentioned and a lot more. This is from a phone/online game, in case you're not familiar. That's an uncommon. That is a rare. And the action point. Bah. Nothing really special to show you. Maybe next video I'll pull something from my own collection and show you what the equivalent of an actual hit looks like in that game. And then the last thing, just this guy. This guy came recently. Got it, I think, off eBay. I forget, actually. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Potentially grade it. Maybe just keep it like this. I'm not sure yet. I am going to be... I've only submitted through PSA. I've submitted comics through CGC. But I've been kind of taken with the look of the tag slabs lately. And they're just... To me, they're the best looking. They look... For cards, they look better than CGC. I think PSA's probably the ugliest, so I am not going to be doing PSA unless it's something I know I just want to sell. So if it's a card that I plan to keep for any amount of time, then I think I'm going to switch to tag. I am actually going to submit 5 cards here pretty soon. And the thing about tag is they advertise 30 to 40 days, 30 to 45 days return time. And so it should be back sooner than later, and I'll let you know what I think of the process. If you've looked into it at all, if you're curious, you know that pretty much everyone rags on tag because their slabs are not that stable, like not as strong, and they start torquing on it. I've never seen anyone break one, but it's kind of silly. I mean, unless you like have so many slabs around that you're stepping on them, I don't think you're gonna break a slab. I don't really care that it's bomb proof. Kind of silly, but they do look the best to me. So Anyway, when that day comes, I'll share those with you. Maybe even share the process of sending off, because it seems way easier. They'll send you out a little box and package and everything with a checklist of the cards you register, and it's all done through, I think, FedEx, at least locally, and it's all prepaid. You know, it just looks pretty simple, but I'll let you know if I was wrong about that and anything I like or don't like. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.
When an inner peace begins to dull the pain, the things that used to matter seem so distant, so far. Will you remember me?